How you guys doing? This is very important in reference to my mother and father's companies and my grandparents' companies that I'm the owner of. None of them are shutting down. See, the government knows there's provisions and documents that the Treasury has that in reference to this type of pandemic or this type of situation, the government does not have a right trying to shut down any of my family of companies reference to my family history. Same thing with hotels and companies and businesses. I mean, things might go on a hiatus somewhat based on certain things, but, in reference to hotels and businesses and companies, they're going to stay open or they're going to stay active after the COVID-19 comes to an end. It might be a year. I'm not sure how long. But in reference to, I saw something on the internet in reference to in reference to businesses of my mother and father. Anybody that's closed down any companies, there's going to be court cases. Anybody that's tried to change any of the business names or companies that I'm the owner of, my mother and father, and the estates of my mother and father and grandparents, there's going to be court cases. Nothing's shutting down permanently. I saw on the internet somebody said something about the Standard Hotel. I don't know. Am I the owner of the Standard Hotel? If I am, it's not closing. It might go on a hiatus. It might, there might be some things. But in reference to any other companies or any other businesses or any other old historic Hollywood restaurants or New York or anywhere nationwide are not shutting down permanently. There's provisions that the Treasury has, and they know that in reference to anybody trying to shut down or trying to steal any of the companies that I'm the owner of, or my mother and father's companies, or my grandparents' companies, they don't shut down. Not permanently. They're not ever for sale either. So in reference to information of companies and businesses, the government has to pay me monies if anything gets temporarily shut down because of the COVID-19 or anything. Everybody knows that, right? The U.S. government knows those documents. There are documents about if, in reference to my mother and father's estates, if somebody tries to steal the companies or if somebody tries to shut down businesses or somebody they're trying to liquidate properties. No. There's Treasury documents that says they're not allowed to do that. Just in case anybody's wondering. The government, in reference to employees of the country that work in any branches of my mother or father's companies or grandparents' companies, the Treasury knows those documents. So just in case anybody was wondering, there'd be court cases, and the Treasury has those documents in reference to anybody trying to ruin my mother or father or my grandparents' companies that I am the owner of. People are blocking me from everything, and people have tried to steal everything, but there are Treasury documents that the Treasury knows of that in reference to it, even if somebody was trying to force me to sell, or they were trying to bully me or trying to muscle me, those people can get arrested. And it says that on those Treasury documents too. Lots of things of importance.